Hey guys, it's Brandon's Bullish, and I'm back with another video. We got SPY on the 15. We got like 6 minutes until markets open, so let's get into this. But what I see currently, we have post market high of 647, post market low 644. Pre market's pretty much just been in this range of 646 and 645. So what do I expect here? It looks like it found support right here, so if we can continue off of pre-market, I would like to see this probably head towards the highs again and maybe past 647, reject, come back down and fill the gap it made here at 644, because there's a $2 gap. $2 gap right here. Oh shit. Yeah, there's a $2 gap right there. Also, it could come and fill the gap immediately as well. You could also see this fall, find resistance again, and then fall here. And if it happens to fall even further, pre-market low is at 644, like we said, and the low of yesterday, if it does fall further, is 642. So keep that in mind. But if this does push any farther, I would look to find support at maybe 648. 650 is a big jump, so I would probably look at like I don't know actually. 648.50. Yeah, I think that's this just looks like a good zone. If it does continue on upwards, yeah, I would think 648.50, something over there, and then 650. But I don't think it will go to 650 today. Who knows? But let's go to Nvidia. Yeah, so Nvidia, it's just probably been consolidating in this range. Really, just still in this 183, 180 range. But yesterday it went. The high of yesterday is 182, so range is a little bit smaller. Pre-market just consolidating around the VWAP, consolidating on the basically 182, around 182, just been rejecting around that supply. But it doesn't help that the VWAP and EMA cloud are also just right here, and it just seems like they're all intertwining. So like there's a lot of confluence right now. I feel like this means that there's room for a big move. In my opinion, this looks probably more bearish, especially since it's kind of, the range has fallen, or the range has the range has kind of like closed off, and it's more, I would say it's more bearish too, if there's a bearish range rather than a bullish range. But yeah, what I expect to happen is probably it fall. I think it's gonna fall sharply, and if it doesn't reject off 181 and instantly, pull up and retake the VWAP, I would think it's going to 182, and then or if it does, instantly reject after the fall, I see it going to 182 and then going to 183.81. If it does continue to fall, especially, I think look to see what happens around 181, because that's yesterday's low. So around 181, if it falls past and then uses 181 as resistance, we have it going to 180. Yeah, 180. And if it continues to fall, 179. But yeah, that's all I have for Nvidia. Let's get to Apple, last but not least. What is Apple? Oof, Apple looks like it's shooting up as we speak. What is that? But okay, so what? So Apple seems to be pretty much consolidating. Same thing as Nvidia during pre-market. It does seem to be shooting up now, and it still seems to be at the top of the range overall. So let's see if it doesn't reject off this. Rejecting as we speak. But if it doesn't, or so let's just map out if it continues. So if it continues, pushes past this, uses this as resistance and goes to 235, I think that would be fine. Also see it rejecting from there and then heading back down if it does manage to do that. Maybe towards the end of the range, but let's say if it pushes past here and just rejects from here, honestly, I see it going towards the end of the range, pretty much just down here towards 230, 231, 230.50. That's where my demand is. And yeah, this is pretty much, I feel like it will stay within this range for today and probably find support around here if it does fall towards 230.50. So that's all I have for Apple. Let's look at when news is, and then we can get out of here. News at 10, and then news at 4 p.m. It seems like there's a lot of news at 10 as well. So watch out for that. But hope you guys have a good one and stay bullish.